Welcome to Susan for SLC Aquatics. Welcome to the Fishroom. This is Tuesday, August 25th, 2020. Welcome to the Fishroom. Hi everybody. I hope you're having a good Tuesday evening. Welcome to Susan for SLC Aquatics and welcome to my fish room. And I hope you all are doing great. We've heard from Mary and Mary Page Flynn, and those that don't know, her grandbaby did pass away on the 22nd, and I think they're on their way out of state to take care of matters. And I'm doing good. I thank you for your love, your thoughts, your prayers. Believe me, they have been my strength. And I have my moments, but I thank God that I'm still here with you all and I still have my mind. And been neglecting the fish room for the last couple days because my children, my girls, were over visiting. But we're doing good, and everything's been taken care of. We don't have any needs for anything. And we do plan a virtual memorial next month, and I'll be sharing that link with those who are interested. Aquatic Express is here tonight. Hey Donald, I want to say hi to Stephen the biologist. Let me scroll the chat down. Everything sound and look okay? Give me a sound and audio check. Color Guppies is in the house. Hey Color Guppies, I saw you over on Melvin's. Hey Susan, I hope you're doing well. I am, thank you. Hey Diego, thank you for sharing my website. It is a community website, and if you will go there and register as a member, which is free, on the website, you can go back and under the member section, you can view some of the past newsletters. Sorry, what I ate for lunch has dried me out. Thank you, Diego, for helping mod. Trying to catch up with everybody. Jessica Taylor's in the house. Hey Jessica. Mr. B's Fishing Things Streetwise is in the house. He's in the house. Donald, Jamie McDonald. Hey Jamie, how are you doing? Sand Creek Aquatics 2. Hi Amy. God love you, sweetheart. My sound is low, or is it just me? My sound is low, and I have it up to 100%. Let me see if I can do something. Can y'all hear me a little better? Testing 1, 2. Is it better? Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Check, check. It's still low, but it's not overmodulating. Okay, I'll try to talk up and turn myself down. That way, yeah. That way y'all can hear me and I'll speak up a little bit better. Nope, I think that affects my volume. These headsets are something else. And I am going to work on my filter here a little bit because I'm hearing some noise. Check, check, check. All right, thank you. Thank you, Diego. Marie McCoy, the Salty Wreath, hello. Rebuilding our brand. Melvin, man, I'm loving your ROB podcast. What is it? 96.1. I can't do it justice. Let me come over here, and I'm gonna have to take myself out of my headset. So that way, all right, I'll talk up, I think. So, how's everybody doing? I can hear fine, thanks. Sandy Doughty, hey Sandy, how you doing? How'd y'all like my intro tonight? But anyway, I have baby guppies. Bob Kaler's only living female that I had. The other males and the other female passed away. And the last couple days, I think the tank's kind of been in the dark and they haven't been fed. And she gave birth. And I don't know how many's in there, 10 or 15. But they're big guppies. They're big fry. So I'm excited to see them grow up. And maybe one of her sons. I know that weakens the strain. So maybe one of her sons will grow up and be a good support. And then the 20-gallon is looking a little foggy tonight. And I don't know what's going on in that tank. So I will probably have to consult with Father Fish to find out what's going on. And anyway, the yo-yo loaches are still having fun all over the tank. I have my koi angel over there, and I'll show you all the tank here in a little bit. I still haven't edited my other video. So is this any better? Testing 1 2 1 2, check. Check, check, check. Woohoo. Anyway, I'll quit doing all that and driving y'all crazy. Okay, everybody's just saying hello. All right, thank you. So I think I'm caught up. If I've missed somebody, say something. But anyway, we're doing good. And I want to thank everyone for their super chats the other day. Why not in Wyoming? Hey, Susan and all. How you doing? Good to see you. How's that inside pond doing? I'm going to have to come over and see if you filmed anymore. I'm thinking about getting some more goldfish for my pond. And anybody know where Daniken is? I think last time I watched Daniken, he was in Illinois. Anthony's Fishy Friends. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? So I think Daniken's in Illinois, getting ready to start heading south. I don't know if he's going east anymore to New York, New Jersey, or anything like that. So y'all will have to fill me in on where Daniken, Kenny E is at. Hit the like button. Thank you, Anthony. The other morning, I think it was Friday, that I come live just a little bit Friday after my son passed. And anyway, they cremated him and I have his remains with me now. And we're going to do a memorial in September. So I'll let you all know. So that's enough of that. And let's go back to the fish room. Oh, but I do want to ask, I'm going to have to go find Carlos's DPK's Instagram. No, his PayPal. Let me see. I'm going to pull up the link. Oh, I don't think I can. I can't get the conversation. So, y'all excuse me just a minute. What's going on? Oh, thank you, Lord. I'm trying. So, what you all been up to? Let me see. Anthony's asking color guppies if they have any videos going guppy crazy here. It could be nutrients in the water column, Susan. I'm assuming it's dirted and capped with sand since you mentioned Father Fish. Is it planted yet? Yes, I have floating hornswort, and I don't have any plants in the substrate. I have Java fern or chain swords. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not very um, knowledgeable of all aquatic plants, but I think these are broadleaf Java fern that has the rhizome, and I glued that to a piece of a lot of that. It looks like a bush. So I might as well come over here and show it to you. On some driftwood, Stephen. So I'm going to come up on it. I'm going to come up close. So I also had to I had to take the filter floss, the filter media, and add some more filter floss. So it could be a bacterial bloom. It could be, like you said, nutrients in the water column. And I do have 2 inches of black sandblasting, sand capping gravel, and Color Guppy says I have videos and pics. Got some nice stuff going on. I have a bunch of stuff I need to upload to YouTube. Great. Sandy says, I got something special from you today, Amy at Sand Creek Aquatics 2. Thank you so much, my friend. Yay! Trying to set up a rack, but no time, Anthony says. Yeah, Anthony, if you have to go to Walmart and get some 3 to 5 gallon plastic tubs, do that. Put sponge filter in there, put a little heater in there, and that'll give the fry some grow out places. Assuming it's dirted and capped, you're gonna need a decent amount of plants to absorb those nutrients. I'm sure Father Fish will say, add 1 inch of sand as well. Ring! Ring the sand bell. Color Guppies, I think I have you on my feed now. Did you have 7 pineapples? Okay. Everybody show love for love. Hey Dan, how you doing? Stem plants will absorb those nutrients really well. I would add a couple plants in the substrate. Bacteria bloom will feed off the nutrients in the column, making it a little worse, but filter floss will. Yeah, I added filter floss to the filter media. What it is an old filter media pad that I cut open, and I dumped the carbon out of it because it was old, and I put some new activated carbon in it and added some filter floss down inside the filter media, made it more like a filter media bag, and then so it's been running a week on that, and the 2-inch capping of sand is fairly new. I would say a month old, and I had to go back on my calendar and look where I put the date down, but and I don't feed this tank every day. Sand Creek said to Sandy, be on the lookout for a very special package. Going to take it to the post office tomorrow. I'm so excited for you to finally get it. Wonderful. Streetwise. Hey Dan, how's the studio coming? Yeah Dan, how's the studio coming? I can't wait. I used to have some pineapples. You should see more guppies. That's too funny. Hey Joseph, JH Aquatics, give Amber my love. So that's what's going on in the 20, and I will. I got some stem plants here that I'm going to put in the substrate. So I'll work on that. Thank you, Stephen. And Anthony said, Sedan, when are you opening your studio for the fish fam to check it out? Yeah. Everybody, yay. But Let me see. Y'all want to see the glass tetras? Let me see. I gotta turn this light off over here because it puts a glare on the tank. Let me see how. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. If I can switch over to it. Yeah, here we go. This is the 55. Right now it's got mystery snails. It has a flash pleco. Y'all got some volume now, don't you? And let's see. These glass bloodfin tetras that I got from Steven over at slc-aquatics. And he sent me 12, and one passed away in shipment. So they are schooling, guys. They used to stay in the corners. And the temp. I got to watch that thermometer. Diego, if you're still listening, I am going to need to order probably about 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to have to order 3 200-watt heaters from you soon. And I will. I'll go to the website and order them. Hey, Vinoski's in the house. How you doing? Steven says, oh, okay, I think it will balance itself. The chat just popped up out. It's a very nice tank. Awesome job. Thank you, Steven. And Sand Creek says, hey, all, what's the smallest tank I could put a trio of guppies in? 3 to 5 gallons. I would say, because I've put them in 5 gallons before, Amy. And Dan is saying to Anthony, now that air pump is here, should speed things up a lot. Good. And Vinoski, how are you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Amy said, Dan said 10 gallons are great. Not the smallest, but they are the cheapest. Yes. And as far as, size, 5 gallon, I've had a trio in the 5 gallon. But of course, if they have fry, you have to take the fry out and put them in another grow out tank, which would be a good 10. But if you have to buy one, it would be the best for your money to get the 10 gallon. Thanks, Dan. Anthony's Fishy Friends, awesome, Dan. Glad it's going well for you. Yep. And now I get to scroll down a little bit. Oh, I'm excited, Sandy says. Dan says, yeah, not in a rush and limited by how much RO I can produce per day, too. Getting there. Yeah, I'm thinking about not an RO system, but over here I have 1, 2, 3 big black tubs that Rod bought me when I was gonna break the fish room down and store my goods. But they never got filled because I set my tanks back up. Some of them, I got some that's empty. And I have a 3.5 gallon. Then I have not set up. I don't want any more beta suggestions. Okay. They are pretty. If you have, now a trio, is that 2 females and a male, or is that 3 male guppies? If you just have male guppies, they will be fine for a little while. Beautiful tank, Susan. I had fun with my guest on Monday on the panel for the Future of ROB podcast live stream number 5, and today's guest on the panel for the debut of ROB Tuesday's Fish Zone Radio. Yes, you had Rob 23 today that when I logged on. Oh, thank you, Amy. That's a beautiful mystery snail. Yeah, one of my big ones passed away last week. Oh my goodness, when I got it out of the tank, when mystery snails and apple snails die, you need to put a clothespin on your nose, wrap a tie or a bandana around your mouth and spray air freshener or perfume, and you need to run through the house as quickly as you can to go outside. And then you need to do a water change in your aquarium. And it's the most disgusting smell. But anyway, I feel that it died from age, because I read that mystery snails' average lifespan is a year. So that's probably why they lay so many eggs in clusters. But thank you. My snails came from Fishroom fever. Let's see. Sandy said, getting mail from you is the highlight of my day. It means so much. And that's one thing that I'm going to do for my mom. My mom doesn't get much mail, and so she doesn't get up and go check her mail often. So I'm going to start sending little cards in the mail. And when she finds 2 or 3 of them in there at one time, maybe she'll check the mail more often, therefore giving her an excuse to get up and get out of her apartment. Thank you so much. Stephen says, Sand Creek too. I have a trio of guppies in a 5-gallon. I also have a neocardinia 3.5 tank. That's a good idea right there, Stephen. Shrimp, but she asked about guppies. And behind me is that 5-gallon Betta dispenser tank. Let's see. I use tanks, buckets, sterile plastic drawer shelves. I love it. Really moving into all natural tanks. I love my stock ponds. Very good color, Guppy. I just can't wait to see some of your videos. Streetwise, Amy, I still need to send you those shells. Sorry. Dan Slee says, I usually treat 5 gallons and under an aquatic vases as aquatic vases, no fish or very few nanos, light on inverts, heavy on plants, and if you put the light high enough, it can do immersed growth above the water. That's nice. Those are some good ideas there, Sandy. Did y'all just see that snail come down? You will in a second, I think. Now I'm too far to the right. Oh, is that okay? Oh, is it that bad, Susan? I missed it, Amy. That one went over my head. Oh, I don't know. My mysteries have not laid any eggs at all, and I have 3 in one of my tanks. Are you feeding them algae wafers? And what's the temperature? The temperature of my tank is 80 degrees. Oh, here comes one across the bottom, guys. Coming up on the in front of the lava rock. Here it comes. Wow. Sand Creek, I think a small pair would do okay for a while in the 3.5. Maybe upgrade to a 5-gallon in the long run once they get bigger, but that will take some time. And as Dan Slee said, you know, if you had a 10-gallon, that would be perfect. You could raise even fry in there with floating plants. But if you get a pair or a trio, 3.5 is eventually going to be too small for them because the male may wear the females out, and then when they start having fry, you're going to have to get the fry out. You can't leave the fry in there. But I would just get males instead of, but if you want to breed them, I understand, because I love my guppies too. And my mysteries have not laid. Okay, Wyoming, my big one too. Got 4 left and need to get more mystery snails. I have plenty of mystery snails. Anybody want mystery snails? But who was it? Psychedelic Hippocampus. I tried sending her some mystery snails. They were delayed 3 or 4 days, and the heat killed every one of them. So I will wait till it's a little cooler to send any more snails out. What can I do to encourage them to lay eggs? Make sure you're feeding them algae wafers like every other day. And then some people, I don't, but some people get like that rapashi or that snail jello, and they mix it together, and they'll put that in the tank probably once a week. And check your temperature. If your temperature might be too cool and your temperature might be too hot. So I think they like between 74 and 78 degrees. I'm not sure. Somebody might want to check that. Are y'all still hearing me okay? All right. I think I may order shrimp from LRB. I really need to get cracking on the rack. Wish I could build my fish room in my garage already. Yes, Anthony, I know how that goes when you want to. I tease a friend of mine who's a contractor, and I said, when's my fish room building gonna be done? Oh, but anyway. Shrimp would be awesome in my 3.5. I have cherry reds in a 10-gallon and would love to have jades or blues. Yeah. Thirsty Rabbit's in the house. Hey, Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you. Hi, Mom. Good day, everybody. Hello, sweetheart. How's everybody doing? Mystery snails need to be able to come up out of the water to lay eggs. Very good point there, Sandy. Make sure that your water level is, let me show you all where my water level is. Okay, I need to go back to my encoder. Yeah, you see my water level? Plus, if you go to the black plastic rim, that's enough room. And they will crawl onto the glass. They'll crawl on to, sometimes I've had them crawl onto my hang on the back filter and lay eggs. And they lay eggs on my polycarbonate lids too. So, very good point, Sandy. Thank you. Melvin says, I love the aquascaping and the tank. Thank you, Melvin. The plants all came from Fish Fam. The vows came from Plants and Fins on Facebook, who are also Green Oasis Farms in Arizona. The swords came from Corona Ken and Philip Partridge, who is here in one of my local fish clubs. And the Anubias came from actually my son-in-law, and I clipped the original plant in the 5-gallon and spread it out. That one needs to be clipped and spread out onto another rock or something. And I really want to get into some shrimp, at least one tank color, Guppy says. I just dropped my water level for them. Great, Amy. The smell of the mystery snail death. Dear God, help us. Down the wormhole, Dee's in the house. Hello there, sweetheart. How you doing tonight, Dee? Stephen, the biologist, said to Amy, I have blue, yellow, and red in my 3.5. It has a small hang on the back with a cover on the intake and Java moss and perfect small piece of driftwood, and they love hanging out on and eating algae off of. Awesome. Hopefully you have a male and a female. Yeah. Algae wafers, green beans is what I feed them, but I have them in the tank with my shrimp so the temperature is not high. They're pretty adaptable, Amy. Good day, Dee. How are you? Did you get an email from me the other day? Thirsty Rabbit said. Anthony's Fishy Friends says to Color Guppies, are those Dan's fish turquoise guppies on your Instagram? Nope. These are Color Guppies. Aha. His own guppies. Down the wormhole said, would love mystery snails just a little far. Stephen says to Amy, if their calcium is low, they will not want to breed. Low calcium is always a problem for mystery snails. Thank you, Stephen. I forgot about that too. The algae wafers does have some calcium in it, but you do want to add some crushed coral or cuttlebone or what's the shell? Eggshells or something to the aquarium to increase water hardness. You know, I keep complaining about my 29 gallon, and I'm going to take you all over there in a minute. But my daughter from Georgia, she saw the 29 that is overgrown and overtaken with blackbeard algae. And I told her, I said, oh, that tank is such a mess. I haven't gotten to it yet to clean it out and re-aquascape it and stuff. And she said, Mom, leave it alone. It's beautiful. I love natural aquariums. And I'm like, oh boy. Let's see. Here we go. So she loves how that Java moss has tangled itself up with the guppy grass, and it has grown into a tower on the left side of the aquarium, and it's growing the Java moss is even growing up the back side of the aquarium. And you know, it doesn't have but an inch and a half of substrate, and I want to cap it with some sand, but I have to actually wash out the sand in a 10 gallon for some more black sand. I don't have any more black sand, but anyway, this is the 29 that is a pure D mess. Calcium, let me finish your statement, Stephen. They won't want to breed. Low calcium is always a problem for mystery snails, and if the pH isn't, it will start breaking their shells down. That's true. It does make them thin out, and of course, breaking their shell down pretty much kills them. Angel Fish Keeper's in the Angel Fish Keeper. How are you doing? Good to have you in the house tonight. I absolutely love snails. Mystery snails are my favorite. Thirsty Rabbit, thanks to you. Hey, good day, Anthony's fishy mate. And then Amy at Sand Creek Aquatics 2 says, I absolutely love them. Let's see, I added cottlebone to their tank, Stephen, at the biologist. Great. Take your time, Dee. I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully not anytime soon. Color Guppies is talking to Anthony, and that is my show mail. Uh, no show this year for the IFGA. Oh, so Color Guppies is an IFGA member. All right. And I also know that you can enter their competitions without belonging to the club. At least that's what I read. Last year's Guppies, the Super Guppies, would have been awesome to enter. Hey, Lisa Perez. Hey, Marco Isadori. How you doing? Italy. Marco Isadori. How we doing? How's it going over there? Is it any better? Hi, Miss Susan and everyone in the chat. Okay, I wanted to remind everybody that Carlos at DPK Aquarium still does need some financial help for a good little while. And I'm going to ask you to someone to find his PayPal link. Let me see if I can find it and type it in. And if you can give, I want you to give to him to help him. He fights very bad with depression, so you might get turned off a little bit from reading his posts sometimes because he's an emotional roller coaster, because his life is just that way, an emotional roller coaster. But he needs our help as a fish. He did so many of our logos, and I would love to see him get back on his feet and start doing logos again. And but he's been in and out of the doctor's office lately for some teeth problems, infection. Let me see if that works. And if you want to super chat me tonight, the super chats are all going to Carlos. It just takes me a while to get it from YouTube. If you go to his PayPal, he'll get it immediately. I wanted to purchase some mystery snails from PetSmart, but the reviews were saying they don't do well once they leave the store. Oh, Donald, I don't know. That's awesome. Donald, I have mystery snails for you. You see this tank? Y'all see down front in the middle? Those are baby mystery snails that are about the size of a nickel growing out. These are the golden ones that may be mixed with albino or the white albino mystery snail. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's about 12 of them at the bottom and several at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all over the tank. And then I have baby mystery snails somewhere over in the 15, I think. How you doing, Marco? I'm behind again, everybody. This is a beautiful tank, Amy says. Thank you. It's a mess. All of that black beard algae on everything. Even on the moving media filter over on the right has a mohawk. Oh, I just divided my 10-gallon for my 2 male bettas last week. Awesome, Donald. Where, have you posted any pictures or video? Shrimp is a fun tank to have, Marie McCoy says. Thirsty Rabbit says, rebuilding our brand. Is that you, Melvin? I'm glad to find you again. How have you been? That's awesome. Isn't it wonderful to have renewed friendships? Calypso's Reef, hey, how we doing? How's it going? I have no clue if my three mysteries are boys or girls. I don't either. I didn't know they had to be sexed. I thought if you have two, they just breed. I thought they were asexual, but I don't know. Chewy LTD is in the house. Hey, Chewy, how you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing pretty good. Anthony says, what are your favorite plants for breeding live bearers? Guppy grass, which is naja grass, uh, hornswort, and java moss. But the bottom line is anything floating like frog bit, duckweed. Hornswort does better floating than it does planted. Amy, a great source of mystery snails in the U.S. is Sheila from Life with Pets. She has ivory, blue, magenta, etc. Thank you, Sandy. Yes, I forgot Sheila has those snails. They are awesome. Calypso, how are you doing, and how is the reef tank? Thirsty Rabbit says, Calypso, my brother, much respect. I've had a spell for a while. I know what it catching up on after this. Okay, great. Awesome, everybody. Show love for love. Click those like buttons. Thank you. We've got 25 concurrent, and we also have 15 likes on my screen. And if anybody wants to give for DPK aquariums, feel free to do so. And did I post the link a second ago? His PayPal? Yeah. Okay, I think. But I want to catch up. That is beautiful, Susan. I agree with your daughter. Leave it alone. Thank you, Amy. Oh, I got to do something with that blackbeard algae. Are those mystery snails in that tank? Yes, Amy. Lots of them. Catching up on y'all now. Looks awesome, Susan. What is the red and white thing in there rolling around? Sandy, that is my homemade floating media filter that's been running for 5 years. The red and white and black are 1-inch straws cut up, and it's ran by an air pump. And there's different ways to make them, different ways to put your bottom holes and your inlet hole for the airline, and then that one has 2 suction cups mounted on the side that are siliconed in, and you see the bubbles at the top. So there's several bubbles at the top for the output of the air bubbles. And I just love it because the beneficial bacteria does build up inside of the straw, and then through rotation, just like other floating media of them bumping together, they knock the old beneficial bacteria off, and then they start growing new beneficial bacteria. So I can actually take that filter to any aquarium and automatically cycle the aquarium. So I got that idea off of the internet over 5 years ago. And that's a nice tank, Susan. Steven says, to me, it's a hit. It's a mess. It's a mess. But it's fun looking at things that you leave alone and how nature creates its own aquascape. And I think blackbeard algae comes from high phosphates in the water. So I don't put any ferts in this aquarium. The light on top is a 10,000 lumen. It is actually a plant reef light because it has a blue light also that has a name to it that I forget. So my son-in-law blessed me with that aquarium light, and anything you put in that tank, it grows. There for a while though, my snails were dying. My ram's horns didn't live, and I think a crayfish. I put a crayfish in there, and the crayfish didn't live. The pH in that tank can run low sometimes, so it needs some more frequent water changes to keep the pH more stable. The moving media is hypnotic. I can't stop watching it. Oh, it's awesome, isn't it? I could sit here and just it'll put me to sleep. Every once in a while, a fish will get inside, so I hope to God you don't see a fish up in there. I don't go after them. I'm sorry. I agree with that. Let me catch up. Thank you guys for your compliments. Ramphonic's in the house. Hey, Ramphonic, how are you doing? Sorry I haven't been on. Haven't had much enthusiasm with my tank since my pup passed. I am so sorry. Believe me, I am sorry for your loss. And so you probably don't know, and I'm not doing this to compete with you, but my son Joshua went on to glory last Thursday evening, and so I'm dealing with that right now, but I'm doing pretty good. I have my moments as usual, you know. That's my baby boy. I have a mystery snail from box stores since February. They do have a short lifespan, Marie says. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk mystery snails, please. All right. Anybody else have anything to say about mystery snails? I've had good luck with them, Amy, and I've had bad luck with them. You want the water level to be dropped so that they can go above the water level. Hey, Chris, Multi-Tank Addictions, my Chris son. How are you doing? Roxanne Powers is in the house. They drop the water level so they can go above the water level to lay their clusters. The clusters will hatch out in 2 to 3 weeks, and the babies will fall back into the water column, down to the bottom, and crawl their way up to the top. And calcium is important for snails and shrimp, and also some plants and some fish need some calcium. You need a steady pH. You don't need a fluctuating pH. So checking your pH to make sure it's not fluctuating, and if it is fluctuating, you want to add some natural buffers to your water column, like baking soda, which is bicarbonate. And I feed my algae wafers, and they will also eat fish flakes, to watch them upside down on the water surface eating. And I do have a video from out in the pond that I will try to post. It was awesome. Anyway, to me it was. Anyone breeding long-fin bristlenoses? No. Who has long-fin bristlenose? Oh, I saw somebody. Diego, do you have any long-fin bristlenose plecos? No, he's got those catfish. Steven says being homemade and looks cool too. Thank you. And it serves a purpose. It helps with the filtration of the tank. Anyone breeding? Okay, Anthony, I like throwing filters in my African tank to seed them. So many fish, a ton of poop, and a ton of bacteria. Don't we sound lovely? Ramphonic, I have found blackbeard algae is either too bright of a light or less nutrients. And also online, it'll tell you what elements encourage blackbeard algae. So yeah, those are bright lights. So that could have something. And let's see. Michael's Fishroom sells long fins. Okay. Let's see. Perfect idea. I do that with my Goldie's pond. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm having a connection issue. Hang in there. Okay. Is it gonna stay? It is fluctuating, so if the picture's buffering, I'm sorry. I'm not going to stay on much longer because we're going to go over to multi-tank addictions, but I want to try to get through here. Aquatic says, my mosquito fish that I have had trying to produce fry for long have finally given birth to 9 of them 2 weeks ago. Congratulations, sweetheart. Pictures coming soon. Yep. It's not receiving enough video. Let's see. I meant when it gets cool enough to ship. Let's talk about me buying some of your snails. Okay, Amy, got you. I'm having connection issues, guys. My mystery snails love blanched zucchini. Yes, they will eat vegetables. Mr. Fisher Brad, hi Susan. Is your pH low from the tap? Mine is. No, my tap is 7.2 to 7.6. But I'm getting ready to go. Hey, Father Fish, how you doing? My video is trying to catch up with itself. I should be back by now. But Father Fish, I'm getting ready to go, and we're going over to Multi-Tank Addictions, who follows me at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Pacific. I'm not streaming anymore, Chris. Keep going if you want to. You're not? Are you okay? What did I miss? You just taking a break? Chris, are you just taking a break? Huh? Well, welcome Father Fish in the house, everybody. A great big applause for Father Fish. I love you. I love every one of you. But I thank you all for this hour. I will be working on some projects and sharing them with you throughout the week. I do want to get the all girls live stream going, and any ladies in the chat tonight that want to join me this week, let me know. I'll try a morning and an afternoon one. Love you too, Father Fish. You had a heart attack Sunday and decided to drop the stress of streaming. Chris, oh, I thank God that you're still with us, honey. My love and my prayers are with you. Continue to get well, and I'll be talking to you to find, to get some details and to pray with you. Thank God you're with us, Chris. Thank you, Lord. Keep getting well. Keep getting stronger. Oh, dear. Thank you. I love you. And I want to play a little music. And let's see. I need to put a camera on that. But anyway, this is Susan for SLC Aquatics. I have been with you on this Tuesday evening, August the 25th, 2020. I thank each and every one of my subscribers for being with me tonight. Remember, touching lives one fish at a time. See you next week.